Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Erin and I do mostly budgeting videos, but I also do others that complement my budget, like this dinner plan with me that you're about to see here. This is also part of my monthly budget workbook. So I am trying to show you guys like all the ways that I utilize the worksheets in this. And my last video was my paycheck number 2. No. Oh, my pay number 1, but it was also our pay number 2 for my husband and I. So one of the worksheets that's included in this handy dandy little planner that I give you guys every month is a dinner plan. Now, we don't plan breakfasts and lunches because those are so sporadic and unpredictable. I don't eat breakfast. I eat like kind of an early lunch, like 11:30, 12 o'clock at the latest at work. And I always pack. So sometimes I pack what we had the night before, or I just have like certain things in the pantry or in the freezer, like lean cuisines, a lot of processed food. Please don't come for me about that. But, you know, something that is very quick and convenient and easy. But if we do have leftovers from the night before, I prefer that. So the first week, I'm going to go down Monday through Sunday and show you guys what we had, because I'm back planning at this point, which is crazy, but I had to do it. I have to do week number 1 and week number 2 because I'm behind on my videos. So I'll just show you what we had. Now, as I explained to you guys before, we were kind of shopping our pantry and also our freezer, which has been so financially rewarding because we were able to save a lot of money in our what we budget for groceries. Did I spell that wrong? Why does that look wrong to me? Does it have an H? I've gone dumb. I mean, please, like, bear with me. But anyways, so it allowed us to only budget $100 a week for groceries. And honestly, I don't even know if we need that at this point. We will. And I'll probably need to raise the budget once we have used up, like, all the stuff that we've been not using in the freezer and in the pantry. So chicken sandwiches, corn, and oven potatoes. Now, what I mean by that is just like cut up regular potatoes and then just put some seasoning on them. Like McCormick has some really good ones. Weber Grill has good seasonings. You don't necessarily, like if it's chicken seasoning, you don't necessarily have to use it exclusively on chicken. Put it on your steak, put it on your potatoes. It's all good stuff. So some of them are formulated more towards certain things, but honestly, I just use what we have. And you know what I really like using is like the Mrs. Dash's series, because they're salt-free. And you can go to town. Like if you like a lot of seasoning, use it up. You know what I'm saying? Because you're not adding all the sodium. So I really love that, because I don't want to use like a ton of salt. I try to be mindful of that. And to be honest, like once food is like prepared, I never add salt anymore. Like I just got out of that habit years ago. And hopefully that serves me down the road. So we had breakfast this night. I'm going to go back over this, but I'll explain a little bit more. I just thought you guys would like to write it out with me. And maybe this will inspire you to use this layout yourself, because it's here, and why not? Use this as your life planner. You know what I mean? Like, use it till your heart's content. This planner that I give you guys, it has so many features, in my opinion, because I designed it with myself in mind, with the exception of like the no spend layout, because I probably could never achieve that. But you know, I love a month on 2 pages. Use it for life. Use it for appointments. You don't necessarily have to use it just to track your bills. You know what I mean? Like you can do whatever you want. And if you're interested in my membership program that's coming in a few days, I mean, check that out because I am stocking my library with lots of printables, including an entire 2026 planner. So maybe you guys will like that. I don't know. You'll have to give me some feedback. I guess I'll know if people sign up. I'm going to keep it very, very affordable. But honestly, I think it's a great deal regardless, because if you had to buy all these printables on the internet somewhere, you know, you're going to pay at least $1, $2, maybe in some cases, depending on what it is, higher. And you're going to get the whole library for free every month. And there's going to be new printables every single month. So I think it's a good deal, but you guys will have to be the judge. So to this day, we had good old-fashioned spaghetti and meatballs. Do you guys, when you make spaghetti and meatballs, if you make that, if that's one of the things that you eat, do you always use spaghetti noodles, or do you like a different kind of pasta? Because we pretty much just use whatever we have. But I would say my favorite pasta for red sauce and meatballs is fettuccine. I know, isn't that weird? I don't know. I feel like you guys are going to think that's weird. A lot of people like penne, ziti, you know, rigatoni, old-fashioned spaghetti. Probably one of my least favorite pastas is linguine. I don't know, it's something about the shape. It's like not angel hair. It's not spaghetti. It's just like this weird, I don't know. I don't know why I'm so adverse to it. But I am. So don't come for me for this one either. It's more processed. I know, but we are not anywhere near perfect. But for regular lasagna, we would make it. For vegetable lasagna, I love the Stouffer's vegetable lasagna. Do you guys like it? I don't know. You'll have to tell me. I think it's so good. And they even sell individual servings, which is really good. If you wanted just, you know, a quick lunch or dinner, you know, and it's just you, or you're not eating the same thing as your family or your spouse, you know, whatever. So I'm going to be updating week 3 very soon, in the next couple of days. And then I'll be caught up. Okay. Oops. And then grilled chicken salad. There's this one salad kit that I absolutely love. It's by Dole, and it's a chopped Caesar salad. And it's so good because, like, even the croutons are, like, pulverized. They're, like, just breadcrumbs at a certain point. But it's so good. And they give you, like, even a little black pepper packet. I love black pepper on Caesar salad. And they just think of everything. And it's really, really good. But it's kind of hard for me to find. I don't know. I go to Aldi's. I go to Giant Eagle. I go to Walmart. Meijer. And I can't always find it consistently. And I know that there's lots of Caesar salad kits, but the Dole chopped Caesar salad is like an enigma. It's a unicorn, at least where I live. So let's talk about it. So for week 1, now we've been shopping our freezer and our pantry just to use things and spend less money on groceries this month. And I think that's a really good thing to do a few times a year, if you can, is shop your freezer, shop your pantry, look in your cupboard, see what you have, and put some things together. So basically we had like a lot of meat in the freezer and we needed to use it up. Not only did it help us with our groceries, but it's like at a certain point it's gonna get freezer burned and you don't want to waste that. So yeah, it's really good to do this every once in a while. So on Monday we had chicken sandwiches, corn, and I'm just talking about corn out of the can, and oven potatoes. So cut up some potatoes put a tiny bit of olive oil on them and just like coat them, and then put your seasonings on them. So you could do like a Hidden Valley Ranch packet. You can do, McCormick's makes a really good oven roasted potato packet, or you can just use what you have in the cupboard, whatever spices you love. And then on Tuesday, grilled chicken tacos. So we slice the chicken breast ahead of time, you know, and then we saute it or pan fry it, you know, whatever. Give it some color. You could also do this in the air fryer. We don't add any fat or oil to it because we just don't need to. I do spray the pan though with a little bit of like Pam cooking spray, or if you shop at Aldi's, like I think it's called Carlini, they have some good cooking sprays too. And then you just put whatever seasoning on it. So we have taco seasoning, we have fajita seasoning, we have all kinds of stuff. So that's what we had. And then on Wednesday we had breakfast for dinner. So that was like bacon. We made scrambled eggs, just made some toast and some hash browns. And we had a bag of Ore-Ida hash browns in the freezer. I can't even tell you when I bought them, but they weren't expired or anything. So I'm like, you know what, let me just use these up. And then on Thursday, beef tips over noodles. They're so easy to make. You can make them in the crock pot. You can make them in the Instapot. You could literally make them in a Dutch oven, you know, whatever you want to do. And if you don't make your own gravy, you can use a gravy packet. You can use whatever you want to do. I mean, it's just so easy. And then Friday, baked cod with rice and green beans. And then Friday, you'll notice a theme because during Lenten season, we're Catholics, so we don't eat meat. So that was what we had for dinner that Friday. And then Saturday, we just got pizza. And then Sunday, I had a Marry Me chicken recipe over rice, and it is so stinking good. So if you just Google Marry Me chicken, you'll see what I'm talking about. You can make Marry Me chicken in the crock pot. You can make it on the stovetop, you know, whatever you want to do. It's fairly easy, and you probably have the ingredients for it at home, and it's just really good. Week 2, Monday, spaghetti and meatballs. So my husband's really good at making homemade sauce, and I never say no to that, and he does really make the best meatballs. My mom made such good meatballs too, but I'm pretty picky about them. Like I don't like heavy garlic in meatballs. I don't know, like I don't want to smell it as soon as like I cut it. So I'm pretty picky about it, and I don't like when they're super mealy, and if you guys know what I mean, you know what I mean. So anyways, it was really good. And then Tuesday, roasted pork. We had a roasted pork loin in the freezer, and so all I had to do is make mashed potatoes. And honestly, this time, because I used the potatoes that we had on the previous Monday, I used box potatoes, and I don't care. Like, honestly, I don't care. Like, it was easy, it was quick, and the roasted pork actually was seared just to give it some color. It went in the crock pot, and then with a can of cream and mushroom soup, and it had like its own, it made a gravy out of it. It was really good. And then we had the Stouffer's vegetable lasagna on Wednesday, and guys, like I was saying, you can get this in like a family size tray. You can get it in like a medium size. You can get individuals. It is really, really good. If you like vegetable lasagna, honestly, go get it. Try it. Let me know if you love it. Tag me on Instagram. Leave a comment. It is really, really good. And then Thursday we had beef stew. Again, another crock pot thing, another freezer based meal. I had just bought some carrots, and then we have rice. So it was like, I don't want to say it was a free dinner because we paid for all those things at one point, but for this week it was like almost free. And then on Friday, fish sandwiches, macaroni and cheese, super easy. And then Saturday, made some fajitas. And then Sunday, grilled chicken salads. Now, I was talking heavily about the Caesar salad that I am in love with, but we did not have Caesar salads. So we just had regular old grilled chicken salads. I grated some cheese because I'm kind of into doing that. I like buying a block of cheese at Aldi's and then grating it myself because for some reason, I'm becoming super adverse to like bagged shredded cheese. No, don't get me wrong. I'll eat it. I'll eat it all day long. But I don't know, there's like a texture thing to it because they put that anti-caking agent in it. Because if they didn't, you would end up with like a big clump of cheese that you would have to re-grate because cheese is not meant to, you know, be separate the way it comes out of the bag. It comes out of the bag like all separate and fluffy and everything. That's really not natural. So they put an anti-caking agent in there. And I'm telling you, when you grate your own cheese, you do notice the difference. And the taste is better, in my opinion. and the consistency is better. So if you're a texture eater and you're like, you know what, I want to try something different, grate your own. It is so easy and it's so delicious. So we're caught up with the dinner plan worksheets, and even though I'm back planning this in here, I planned ahead of time what we were going to have, and that's what helps me save money. So you work that into your budget. That's why it is part of this budget planner. But also, like I said, you can use this as a life planner. So, you know, do with it what you will. But for us and for making the most out of our grocery budget, and like I said, trying not to waste food and use what we have, and just emptying the freezer and the cupboards, it feels so good having like room to breathe in those spaces, because if not, you're just going to keep buying and collecting. And then I don't know. I mean, for us, I know that we've been guilty of that. We buy something at the store and we're like, oh my God, we already had this. So getting back to basics and shopping those two areas of your kitchen is so incredibly helpful, because you're not overspending, you're not buying twice, and you're using what you have, and you're not wasting much less waste. So thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments if you actually use this worksheet, and I will see you guys in the next one.